a very important topic for us. So what I have put together is a PowerPoint presentation that kind of will take us through a little bit of our experiences here at UCLA. So the first thing that we did when we got together was we started to look like why is this important, and we started to look and do some research as to journal articles of what is out there, what are students in other colleges doing to support themselves through the educational pipeline. And so some of the journal articles that we found dealt specifically with parenting students in the educational pipeline along with non-traditional students in the educational pipeline. And what we found was, do I need it? Okay. Usually I don't. What we found was that highly non-traditional students are defined by the United States Department of Education by these 7 bullet points. The ones that address us specifically are the first 3. We're financially independent, we have dependents, and a number of us are single parents. Non-traditional students in higher education has changed quite a bit, as you'll notice, since 1970. I think if you see the numbers, a 72% increase from 1970 to 1999 in the amount of students, non-traditional students enrolling in institutions of higher ed, really speaks to our population, but more importantly, the last 2, where we have female enrollment in institutions of higher ed increasing 14%, and then lastly, the enrollment of students that are 25 and plus is 11%. And so we know that the little bit older students are, the more likely they are to have families, specifically children. And parenting students, 80% of highly non-traditional students, which means they have at least 4 of those 7 factors or more, are raising children. Therein, they're parenting students. So some of the barriers that we found in our research was that overall non-traditional students, specifically parenting students, feel that they don't have enough time, the cost factors, job responsibilities for those that work. But then we started to look at single mothers, because the majority of us are single mothers. We do have some single fathers as well, but that 27.7% of custodial single parents and their children live in poverty. So that's one of the issues that we deal with, of having to access Medi-Cal, food stamps, and where are those offices in comparison to the campus and family housing became one of the big issues for us. And that 84% of custodial parents are, again, mothers. So some of the issues, single mothers, there's all these barriers that are there. However, we know that the more education we have, the higher probability. It's an investment of our time, and it's worth pushing through those barriers so that we can provide better for our children.